All right, good morning, everyone. All right, let's look at NASDAQ. I mean, I've been looking at it. Honestly, it could look better for me. I don't have too many zones that are close to price, and the zones that I do have are on a smaller time frame. So, not sure. Not sure. We'll see. We'll see how today plays out. This will also be a quick stream. I do have to take my dog to the vet, have an appointment. Let's see. But we got this 4 hour supply zone, which we've been rejecting for about a week now. Market opened up and it looks like it was another rejection. One, two, three, four. Four rejections off of this. Which usually I would say the more we tap into a zone, the more likely we are to break past it. Doesn't mean I'm bullish on this. At least not yet. I'd really only be bullish if we end up getting above 140, like all the way up here. Or unless I have a zone or on this area and that we break past it, then I could take a trade, something like this. But I don't have any zone up there. I don't have too many zones. Usually I would have a couple zones, on the bigger time frame. Today I don't. But let's see. Let's see what we got. We also gapped down. We ended up filling the gap and then continuing to go lower. Okay, okay. We got this 1 hour demand zone at the bottom of this range. How far is this? Could definitely get down here today if it stays bearish. Okay, I mean, mm, no, that's not a zone. This could be a 45-minute zone. I know there's a couple 30-minute zones. This could be a 30-minute zone, which is clean. We have a clean reaction off of it. And this 30-minute zone here, which we also have a clean bounce off from. I'd actually take a trade from this area if we don't get down here before market open. But it looks like we're on our way down there, so we'll see. We'll see how it opens up. Okay, this also looks like a kind of like a 30-minute zone as well. This is definitely a zone here. I just don't like this wick. So I want to see it on a smaller time frame. Let's see. Okay, it's clean on the 5 minute. Yeah, I like the zone. What was it, a 30-minute zone? Yeah. It's still far away from price. Yeah. Let's see what else there is. This could be another 30-minute zone. Not too helpful because it is far away from price. But I mean, could be a good target, if it's bearish. Yeah, and then I saw this is also a 15-minute zone down here. Pretty clean. 15-minute supply zone. So yeah, the zones that I do have close to price are just on a smaller time frame. I really do like this 30-minute and this 30-minute. We have clean reactions off of the zones already, but we'll see how the market opens up. 5-minute zone here with a nice reaction off of it. Okay, cool. Now I want to zoom out and see what these zones look like on the bigger time frame, especially these 30-minute zones here. It's their closest to price. Okay. Not the okay, I mean it's clean. Not really, but I see these areas are definitely areas of interest if you go all the way back. Yeah. Okay, cool. Definitely paying attention to these 30-minute zones. Either a breakout or like a range play. I'd go for the range play if it's low volume, like a low volume open. Yeah, let's see. We got 7 minutes. Let me look at news. I haven't looked at much news. I've been in my own world. Oh my gosh, guys, we have to talk about that McGregor fight. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think about this McGregor fight. Oh my gosh. You know, I'm glad I didn't actually watch the fight. I watched it afterwards. So I went to the drive-in. We were watching a movie. And I was like, let me check my phone. Like the fight already happened. And it was just like I couldn't believe it. Oh my god. I'm not surprised. The fight was rigged. See, that's what I'm saying. Like they keep bringing back these older fighters, like the Ronda Rousey, the Mike Tyson fight, and then it's like people expect them to be in their prime or something. They're clearly not. Okay, they stopped fighting for a reason. I think they started fighting again for the money. I mean, who wouldn't, right? Who knows how big of a payday McGregor had off of what, a 30-second fight? Shit, I would do it, you know? But it is a little annoying. It's like, I feel like back in the day the fights were way better. I don't know. I mean, I don't remember much, but I do remember the fights being more better for sure, especially the boxing ones. But yeah, I don't know. Nowadays, it's more like it feels more rigged. And I don't know if that's because of like the sports betting and stuff, because they advertise that a lot. And I don't know, I overthink it as well. Like, damn, if McGregor, well, now that I think about it, everyone was betting on Max. So I did see the poly market bets. It was like 30% chance McGregor would win, which wasn't surprising. But then again, it's like I wonder how much people bet on McGregor purely just because they're a fan. I saw a couple people posting about it. You know, let's go McGregor. And I was like, damn, McGregor got bad knees. I don't know. Jeez. Anyways, I'm not even reading this. What's going on here? I mean, I don't see much. I'm surprised I haven't heard much about, Iran and stuff, because on Friday we had that crazy spike that I'm pretty sure was from some sort of Iran news. But yeah, I haven't heard much about that. I heard he got $16 million in a minute. 16, I feel like it's more. but I don't know. I have no clue. I read somewhere it's like 25 million. I don't know. Definitely in the millions for sure. No doubt. No doubt. But then I even was saying like I want McGregor to win because I'm a fan of McGregor. I love McGregor. Uh, I don't know. He's in a lot of like if you go on YouTube and you search up like motivational videos, and I do it a lot. He's like a big part of those videos. Like he has good quotes, very inspirational. So I wanted to win, but then I was like, he's not in his prime. Like Max is in his prime. And there it was. Clearly, he wasn't in his prime. Thoughts on Alpha Futures? I just heard about this about an hour again because I haven't really been paying attention to stuff. But I was on Twitter and I was like, "What? Alpha Futures got rug pulled?" So I thought the prop firm was shutting down, but I guess Alpha Futures they shut down their premium plan, and it sounds horrible, but I'm glad that they refunded everyone that that bought the accounts because there's prop firms that actually rug pull everything, don't even care, don't even refund. Right? I've experienced that. I didn't get no refund from Fast Track Trading, but Alpha Futures actually refunded. Um, so that's cool. I don't know why they shut down. I think on the post they said because they were losing money. Um, I think it was that good of a plan. The premium plan I think was too good. They literally said they were losing money on it. That's what I read from the post. But I feel like something else. Oh, they let go of what is it called? Tradeovate. Yo, Tradeovate is I don't know if they're picky or what, but first Tops I've got in a fight with them, and then now it's Alpha Futures. It's like what's going on? You guys are just a trading platform. I don't understand. I don't understand why Tradeovate is like that. Yeah, they split from Ninja Trader, which is Tradeovate. I can imagine they're probably gonna do the same thing as TopSup did, honestly. Which isn't bad, but I feel like Tradeovate is one of the best trading platforms. It's smooth. Tradeovate is ass. Really? I like Tradeovate. I like Tradeovate. I feel like it's the smoothest one. And Quantower. I like Quantower. But also, like, I'm not surprised that they split up because they were just talking about what is it called the Alpha Futures platform, which is just like Tops Up X platform. So I'm not surprised. I was gonna say they're most likely gonna do what Tops Up did by just kind of creating their own platform, like Tops Up X. But yeah, I'm glad they gave out refunds because if not, that would have been the end of Alpha Futures for sure. Okay, we're at this 30-minute zone, so I'm actually looking here, looking for a trade. Where's VWAP? Oh shit, great. VWAP's right at the zone up here. Okay, I mean, so far it looks like we've bounced off of the zone too quick. Too quick. Definitely could not get an entry down here. I want to get an entry either down here or up here. Appears gonna be harder though because of VWAP. I back tested last week and oh my gosh. Last week could have been worse. Way worse, for sure. I was back testing. I was like, oh my gosh, what's going on? The price action was definitely rough last week. Now looking back at it, it was pretty bad. I used Trade-C. See, I tried I'm pretty sure I tried Tracy, but Trade-C is like trading on TradingView, which is laggy for me. But maybe I should try it out, right? If Tradeovate is gonna do all this stuff, because who knows? This is second prop firm that happens. It could happen a third time for sure. I wouldn't be surprised if it does. What it seems like the problem is Tradeovate doesn't like the prop firms, not advertising them as much. That's what it kind of seems like. But I mean, they can't be upset. You got to give traders an option. Everyone's going to like different things. Okay, right off the bat, this is a bit of a choppy opening. It's too early to judge it though. It's only 3 minutes in. Let's see how this candle closes. We're right back at this zone. Trying to see if we break past this zone or if we bounce off from it again. That's what I'm waiting for. Okay, I was thinking longs if we got above this 1 minute wick, but we're already pushing past the zone. So doesn't look good for the longs. Yeah, it's a 1 minute candle close below this 50% line. So I'd want to see this stay below the zone. I wouldn't want to see us chop up here. Yeah, that's exactly why I didn't want to see for the shorts. How's a 5 minute look? Okay, yeah. Let me stay on the 5 minute. Let me not get lost. So last Monday I saw some weird stuff. It's just like it wasn't as clean as it usually would be. I feel like that's what's gonna happen now. All right, I'm gonna try a short here. I'm gonna have a wide stop on this. Yeah, I'm putting my stop at this 1 minute wick here. All right, cool. I do want to see this go to this 45-minute zone. So I am going to go for 100 points. But we'll see. We'll see how this moves. The opening range is already a decent size. It's good volume for sure. Trying to double check to see if I missed out on any zones. Okay, maybe this 5 minute zone here. Okay, this is not what I want to see. This is exactly what happened last Monday. Like, I'm pretty sure it was the same thing. We'll see. I want to see this 5 minute close below 653. Five more minutes for this 15-minute candle to close. I definitely want to see the 15 close below 53. Okay, prices at this 5 minute zone, which I have marked out. So yeah, I'm gonna put my stop right down here below this 1 minute wick because they definitely could bounce off this 5 minute zone, but I wanted to get down to this 45-minute zone. If it bounces off of this area again, I might trail the stop loss tighter. Two more minutes for this first 15-minute candle to close. Oof, that's not a good 1 minute close. I trailed it tighter here on this 1 minute wick. Trail this tighter to this next 1 minute candle. It's struggling to close below this 5 minute zone. Not what I want to see. All right, I got stopped there and profit. I do think this could go lower, but I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see. I think I am done for the day, but I do want to see how it ends up playing out. I feel like if it bounces all the way up from here, probably won't take another trade. I mean, my thing is just like, why would it bounce from 5 minute zone? Wait, it could bounce from a 45 minute zone, and this shit about to hit TP. Oh my god! Hit it. I want you to hit it. That's the thing. Okay, my TP was at 37 though. Imagine it misses it by a point. That'll be crazy. Okay, I would say yeah, TP hit. I would say today was a clean day. Clean breakout day. This is exactly why I want to see the wide stop loss. Perfect. Perfect. Perfect stop loss. I mean, it was a wide stop. It wasn't like I was risking a lot. There was only 3 micros. So I was actually risking less than what I would usually risk. Yeah. Probably risk like what? Maybe 200 instead of 250. And it tapped the zone, then it bounced from zone. Perfect. Perfect. Nah, I want to see this for the rest of the week. Did it hit 37? Oh, yeah, it did. Wow, I hit it. Nasty bounce. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we actually fully bounce from here and then start ranging. No, I don't know. I honestly I wouldn't want to see range. And what I mean by range, just go back all the way up to where we started market open. I actually want to see, a trending day, which would be us continuing lower. Do I think that's gonna happen? Not really. I don't really think that's gonna happen. Well, I'm trying to see. I feel like Monday always sets the tone, so that's why I'm trying to see what ends up happening. Yeah, that was literally the bottom of the range. Yeah, the wide stop loss I think is what really made me win the trade. If I had a tighter stop, I would have been done so. It will go lower, I think. I definitely think it will go lower, but only if it gets below the opening range, and we see like a break and retest out of the opening range. Other than that, though, if it goes back up from here, it could be like last week where we see a lot of up and down, which isn't horrible. It's just like you gotta trade it differently. And if you're like me, your trades are gonna play out longer, you know. Like last month, this TP would have been in one candle. Now it's in a couple, you know? And it also has a pullback before it hits full TP. Just like on Friday, it had a pullback and then boom, straight to full TP. Like it's different, but it's not horrible. This was a breakout trade though. We did break below this 30-minute zone and went to the next one. Now I'm trying to see if we continue to break down lower or if we go back up here. But yeah, I don't know. What other trade would I take? I wouldn't take a trade from this 5-minute zone. Mm, Honestly, maybe this 30-minute zone. If we do something like this, then I'd take that for sure. But I don't know. It's a Monday. I mean, if you look at the 1-minute time frame, it looks choppy right now. We'll see if that clears up. This trade was only 3 micros. This honestly, this was like a 1-to-1 trade. That's basically what it was. It was supposed to be a 1-to-2. It wasn't. I'd trade the stop loss too tight. Honestly, less is more. Like it's crazy. You just let that shit play out, you'll make more. I think that's my main struggle with trading. But slowly but surely, I'm learning. I'm learning. It's just cause, bro. Oh my god, I gotta stop reading comments. I swear, I can't. I can't do it. Someone commented not too long, and it was like a long paragraph, and they were just saying how I should trail my profit, and I hearted it because they actually care about me. It was a huge paragraph. I was like, you know what? Let me start trailing it because that comment actually, you know, made me feel something. Oh my god. But that was like, nah, I can't. This is why I don't like trailing profit like that. I think the best way to trail is on the 5 minute for sure. For literally, look at it. If you try on the 5 minute, it's perfect almost every time. But on the 1 minute, ooh, yeah, I tend to get lost on the 1 minute. I'm not gonna lie, not gonna lie. But I think I'm learning for sure. Now I'm very interested to see what happens here. We're back at this 45-minute zone here. And we're also below the opening range. Let's see. I think I get lost on the 1 minute because I take entries on the 1 minute. So I take the entry on the 1 minute and I stay on the 1 minute. But I think the best way for me to do it is take entries on the 1 minute, but then flip to the 5 minute and just stare at that. Because when I stare at the 1 minute, then I get to you know, being delusional. Then I trail it too tight. Trail the 5 minute. Boom. What time is it? Okay, I gotta go soon, but I do want to see what happens here. Yeah, this looks like an easy bounce. Boom, back up into this range here. Am I gonna take it? I don't think so. I think I I think the move already happened. The move I was supposed to catch, it left. That was the move right there. The short. A lot of fake outs on the 1 minute. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, I think it'll be like that this week. Kind of just like last week. I'm not gonna lie though, I think this week is gonna be better than last week. I do. I do think that. Like I said, I feel like Monday really sets the tone. I sound like these Instagrammers. You guys ever heard that Instagram guy where he's like Monday sets the tone? That's what I sound like. He's like a sales guy. Damn. I hate sales. Sales is such a good job if you're like a people person. There's so much potential with sales. But if you're like me, you got to do trading. You just got to. My social battery's small. It really is. So like doing sales, I was good at it for 1 week and that was it. But I'm not glad. Sales reminds me a bunch of trading. I don't know if it's because Wolf of Wall Street. It probably is. But then again, it's also like money wise. With sales, you can make so much. But it's also more work. It is. Especially if you have to dial to set your appointments. Oof. It can burn you out. Yeah. I think that's what happened to me. I was like really bubbly for like the first 2 weeks. And then it got to me. I was like, yeah, I don't want to do these calls anymore. Yo, and the thing about sales is it's not a pyramid scheme, but it's kind of built like one. The managers will make so much more money than you because if you get a sale, then they get, a sale base. They get part of the sale. It's like the guy at the top is making way more money off of you, you know? But that reminds me of that. What's his name? You guys know him. On Instagram. He's this. What's his name? But he talks about sales a lot. I forgot his name. There's no way. But he's like very energetic and stuff. It's perfect for him. With sales, you make so much, but in trading, you make the most. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like in the end, be your own boss, whether in sales or trading. See, that's the thing. With sales, if you're with a company and they're training you like I was with a company, you're not your own boss. You got to dial for like 5 hours and set your own appointments. So it's like it's harder. But if you're in sales and you're actually, doing your thing, like some people do that with insurance, they'll just kind of be a broker, then it's different. But most of the time it's a lot of time. But yeah, the money could be good for sure. Again, especially if your social battery's good. I feel like a very good combination would be trading and sales. Trade in the morning, dial in the afternoon. But it's hard. It's hard. Ty Lopez? No, not him. Yo, that's funny. You guys remember Ty Lopez, that YouTube commercial he did sitting in my garage with the Lambo? He Yo, he crazy. Yeah, back inside the range. Just like I thought. Is a this is this is it. This is what July. This is what July will give us. A lot of range plays. I'm thinking. That's what I think. I mean, that's how the first week was. The thing with Ty Lopez, yo, if if you guys watch the videos that talk about him, there's so much proof that like he's onto some bad stuff, like court documents. Back up into the range, just like last week. This is gonna be like last week. Let's see what happens here. This 30-minute zone. And then yeah, this is I should have known it was perfectly gonna reverse. I honestly I should have entered. But I'm more of a one and done type of person. But yeah, like we sell off aggressively into the zone. As we get closer to the zone, you can see the candlesticks on the 1 minute time frame. It slowed down a lot. We have weaker candlesticks approaching the zone. And then once we actually get down here with this aggressive candle, again, it slows down. Perfect sign for a reversal. Wow. Now I'm trying to see if we get above this 30-minute zone. 10 a.m. I mean, if we get above the zone, boom, VWAP. And then I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, I'm really only good at predicting like a 5 minute candle, not a 4 hour one. Only sometimes. And that's when it's easy. When it's aggressive buying or selling, then it's easier to predict like a huge move. I really thought Ty Lopez would get me into reading, but mm-mm. You know when you're reading something and it's like you're reading it but you're not reading it. You're reading it but you're not digesting it. That's how I read books. Like I it's always been like that. I can't read a book and fully understand it. It's bad. Like I have to reread sentences over and over and just for me to like fully understand what I'm reading. That's why I was so bad in English class when we had to read books because I couldn't comprehend what I was reading. Like, I couldn't. I don't know if it's like a focus problem or what, but that's my issue with reading. But if I'm reading something good, like if I'm reading, some messages someone is showing me or something like that, then I'm paying attention. Maybe it's that. Maybe I gotta just read something I'm really interested in. Yeah, maybe it's that. Maybe I have a different learn. Yeah, that that's true. I'm more of like a visual learner, or like hands on. Oh wow, see, you saw that spike there. That spike will happen again. I promise you, it'll happen again. Some random shit is gonna happen this week. I just know it. Like I just know it. It's gonna be a stress, not a stressful week, but like if you force it, man, you're gonna struggle. This is range play after range play. I gotta go. What am I doing? I gotta take my dog to the vet. She's laying down. I took one trade, trailed it too tight. Not gonna lie. Honestly, I should make that a rule. If you're gonna trail a trade, trail it on the 5 minute. Yeah, I think I'm gonna make that an actual rule. One of my rules. Because it's pretty hard to trail on the 1 minute. Jeez. Yeah, I took one trade. This short here. Should have closed it out here. Closed it out up here. Like I said, trail it on the 1 minute, too tight. But if I trail on the 5, it would have been clean. Even with the market kind of ranging, there's still really good plays. Yeah. These are 100-point moves. Over 100-point moves. It's clean for sure. But we'll see. Let me check the news for the rest of the week. Get an idea of what's gonna happen. Tuesday. Okay, tomorrow we have 8:30 news. We have CPI tomorrow. 8:30. Boom. Wednesday PPI. A lot of 8:30 news this week. Okay, almost every day. Thursday as well. But I think the biggest 8:30 news is going to be on Tuesday tomorrow for CPI. That's going to be the big candle. We'll see where that moves us. If you look at the daily, we've really just been moving sideways. Now that I look at the daily though, we've been making lower highs. So let's see if we get below this area down here. You guys know me. You guys know I like bears. I'm always bearish on this, even though I should, even though I shouldn't be. No, I'm really just always bearish because I like shorting. That's really it. That's my thing. I don't know, something about it. But then also, like, if it continues to be bullish, then we're at all-time highs, and then it gets bad for me because I don't have any zones up there. So I'm bearish all the way. If we had a mascot, I'd be going for the bear. That's funny. Okay, now that we have rejected this 30-minute zone again, now I'm thinking we could make lower lows, like actually break these lows. But I feel like in order for the low for the wow, in order for the shorts to continue, it just needs good volume, which we kind of do have, but let's see. Then again, like it could also slow down in about 5 minutes. You never know. Tokyo has been good since June for me. I swear I managed to get my first payout from Tokyo. Okay. That's good. Now you have to go to Tokyo with that payout and trade Asia session in Tokyo. Right? That would be cool. AI investors, pessimistic, no clue what that means. I gotta search it up. I gotta search it up. To expect the worst possible outcome or focusing on the negative aspect of the situation. See, this is why I need to search it out. I thought pessimistic was like positive. Okay, AI investors pessimistic, so that's negative, about its revenue and actual value added. Okay, chip makers have been going down 5 to 6% every day. Ooh. Honestly, I'm waiting for this AI bubble to burst. That's what I'm waiting for. I feel like once that happens, there's no way we lose, right? I'm gonna be shorting back to back. No, I'm kidding, but I feel like a recession for the US has been due. I don't know. And I've been saying that for a while. And every year it's like all time highs, all time highs. By the dip, yeah. Yep. It's like imagine, you know, market market goes like way lower and then you just buy it at the bottom. Or pretty close to it. Then after that, I feel like you'd be set for life because there wouldn't be a recession for a while. That's what I've been thinking about. But then again, it's like buying over time is always gonna win, not timing the markets. Yeah, I would say like if you're buying over time, buy more if the market actually crashes. Okay, what did US 30 do? I didn't really chart it up today. I kind of just looked at Nasdaq. I want to see where US 30 rejected. Okay, definitely not that. US 30 had a crazy opening. Crazy pump and dump. Yeah, 200 points up, 200 points down, which is pretty good. Pretty big move for US 30. I'm just trying to see if it rejected like a supply zone or not. It looks like it didn't. I definitely would not have caught the short at all. I wouldn't have on US 30. Yeah, I don't have any zone. Okay, I'm glad I didn't look at it, honestly. Yeah. Great move though. I just didn't have a supply zone up there to actually, potentially catch it. Damn, US 30 was really clean for me, in the beginning of the year, and now it's the opposite. That's why Nasdaq is always the best for me. For me, 4 hour supply zone. Let me see. Hmm. I mean, I have one up here, but we didn't touch that. The market is still ranging. Yeah, I definitely think. I think the rest of the week will be something like this. I do. It'll be completely different from last month. Last month was very crazy moves. Stop loss had to be wider than usual. But I think last month taught me to just have a wide stop loss in general. If I this whole month, I mean the past couple days, if I had 100 tick stop instead of my stop loss being above the zone, I would have gotten stopped out at 100 ticks. So I do think having a wide stop is better. Even though having a tighter stop, and more contracts, you might make the money faster. I feel like with having a wide stop, I've made better trades more consistently. I hope it doesn't happen soon until I build some extra capital for it. Yeah, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. What else? What else is there to chat about? I don't know. I think I talked about everything. Oh, I have a webinar Wednesday. I'm going to be going over some really important things that I feel like really helped me on my journey. That's on the 15th. If you want to register for it, the link is below. And I will be giving away 10 Lucid accounts, which is crazy. Lucid is giving me 10 accounts again. Usually they were stingy with it. They used to be stingy. They used to be like, you only get 5 accounts. Now they're giving me 10. Now they're giving me 10 to give away. So that's going to be fun. And no, they're not funded accounts. They're evals. Okay. Now that I think about it, I actually might give away more than 10 accounts because Apex, I don't know if you guys got it, but they came out with an email talking about alpha futures. They were talking about them. And I don't know, they were just saying the part that I read again, because I'm a bad reader. I read that if you hit them up, they'll give you more accounts to give away. So I'm gonna hit them up and see if I could get 10 more accounts to give away on Wednesday. And they usually do. Apex isn't that stingy about giving accounts to give away. So that's gonna be fun. Yeah, we'll see. It's on Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern. You do have to register for it. The giveaway is only for the people that are there live. So, yeah. I want to see what ES did. Oof. ES is ES. Oh my god. Yo, I've been looking at ES this month and I don't know. Oh my gosh, here's a nasty spike. What am I saying? What did I just say earlier? I was like, weird shit is gonna happen. and it just happened again. Oh my god. I'm telling you, this market is not playing around. Is this sell off gonna continue? If it actually continues, that'll be fire. Let's see. Cause these spikes are fun only if they continue. You know, if it's a spike and then you get sideways movement, then that's not good. But if it actually continues lower, this might be a good sign. You know, get a little trending day. Still a dangerous market. Jesus. We had 3 rejections off of this zone here. Or sorry, 2 rejections and then 1 breakthrough. And here we go. Moving back up. I'm telling you, this is range play after range play. Jeez. Jeez. Let's see. It's still not closing below the opening range. Like, what are these spikes? Is this another Trump spike? Let's see. Hey, yo. What time? 10 p.m. Or sorry, 10 a.m. Okay, that's not. Trump Tracker is hot. He's hot. Trump Tracker is hot. Let me search up his social blade. Social blade. Someone take away his phone. No, I'm kidding. You know, someone types out his post. It's not even social blade. What am I saying? What is it called? Because it's not Twitter. What am I saying? Trump tweet. Let's search that up. Truth Social. That's what it's called. Truth Social. Not Social Blade. Not Social Blade. No, I don't see any. Okay, boom. I found it. I found it. Oh my god. Right here, 2 minutes ago. It's another Trump move. Boom, right here. What is this? We are restraining the Iranian blockade. Like, again, something about Iran. I'm not gonna read this out loud. You guys know how I read. I can't really. Yo, I was gonna say I'm like Mayweather. I'm thinking about fighters too much. I'm watching baddies. If you watch baddies, it's just fight after fight. And then I'm watching UFC fights. And then I go on Instagram and just fights. UFC fights. Or a baddies fight. Who knows? I'm watching too many fights. Damn, another Trump move. And again, back up inside the range plays. Range play after range play. Oh my god. Yeah, I feel like Monday really sets the tone. I promise you, this probably the first Trump move of the week. I think there's gonna be a couple for sure. I just wish he told us before he posted it. You know? Damn. If he told us, I would have full ported the house on this. Boom. 20% on all cargo shipped. Let's check this. See what this says. This would analyze it for sure. Boom. Okay, a US backed reopening alongside a blockade on Iranian linked ships. So, is this bullish? I mean, it sounds bullish. Markets will watch actual tanker flows, insurance costs, and any Iranian military. I guess we'll see how the market. I mean, the market reacted bearish to it, but I mean, it was a small reaction, no continuation, so can't really judge it. Yeah, I'm not sure. This is like actually copy and pasted from last week. We get Trump move, people think it's gonna continue, and then it doesn't. Oh my gosh, crazy move, crazy market. No. Back back to this choppiness. Oh my gosh. We need a Trump signal Discord. Yo, we do. We do. I need Bear and Trump in the Discord. That's what I need. I like when he makes the market crazy. I love volatility. See, I do too. I love it too. But it's moves like this. That's what really messes traders up. Again, because they think it's crazy market. They're gonna expect crazy moves and then it doesn't happen. Like on Friday. Friday, just literally the same thing. Sharp move down. Oh, it's gonna continue. Oh my god, crazy market. No. We ranged for the rest of the day, and that was that. Yeah, it went up. It went up slowly though. And it went up ranging as well. Like up and down. Which isn't bad. Again, it's not bad. You could catch these moves. But it's just a different market, than last month. That's the only thing. I just know someone was in a law and got taken out. Oof, I know it too. Hopefully not though, right? It's funny, on Friday I saw everyone's reactions to that crazy move. It was pretty funny. All the ICT traders were going for the equal highs. I'm like, what are you guys doing? It was funny. It was funny to see. But damn, that's what trading is. I guess it's like fighting. You win and you lose. I think that's why I like fighting. Maybe. Funny thing, on Friday, I was at the beach and I put on a short on chart just to see how it goes, and the Trump made it happen. That's funny. That reminds me when I tried trading at the beach and like it didn't work out. I was like, what am I doing? All right, but that was it for me. It's about to be 10:30 here. I don't think it was a horrible market. Like, it's definitely great plays. Again, it's just different, way different from last month. So, and then we also have this Trump move here. Same thing as last Friday. Crazy move, zero continuation. I don't want to curse, but it's kind of like bullshit moves type of thing, you know? But I'll see you guys on, what am I saying? I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to take the dog to the vet. So you guys, y'all wish her good luck. She had stitches. Guys, they got another fight again. You guys know how the mom and the daughter got in a fight? They got in another fight. But this time she got hurt in her paw. She had like a cut and she had to get stitched up. She got stitched up and she got drains, which I never heard of. So your stitches could get drains. It's like a tube, and that's what she has. It's really, I don't want to be mean, but it's pretty gross. But she's good. She's a ball of energy still. But yeah, I'm going to the vet to get her stitches removed. So she's chilling right now, but once I take out the leash, oh my god. She's gonna go crazy. She's gonna be happy. That's what it is. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. If you lost today, don't try to force it because is just gonna make it worse, right? Just see what you could have done better. I always try to see what I could do better. What I could have done better today was let it play out. Or even trailing on the 5 minute. I think I'm gonna make that a new rule of trailing trades on the 5 minute time frame instead of the 1 minute. Because I do get lost on the 1 minute time frame. I do. And then when I get stopped out from, like today, it's like to the tick. I'll get stopped out and then boom, it shorts every time. Um, but yeah, if you zoom out on the 5 minute, it's clean. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Wish you guys good luck. Again, don't force a trade. Be patient for it. Follow your rules. And don't be on the charts all day.